Rape. Rape is the most vicious form of violence against women. There have been lots of debates and discussions over the years on this topic. And why? Death penalty is the only punishment that a criminal is afraid of. Let's look upon these things and discuss them at work.
According to the sources, the Union Cabinet led by PM Narendra Modi has already approved the changes such as reduction in the time limit of rape trials to 2 months and addition of more fast-track courts, among other things, in addition to the provision of capital punishment. According to the former judge R.C. Chopra, death is the only thing that a criminal is afraid of. That is why no other laws work. In his experience of almost 40 years, he has observed that execution is the only thing that can prevent such crimes. According to me, all rape cases should be given death penalty. These people are not just criminals, they are terrorists. They create terror through their activities and they need to be dealt with accordingly. But is capital punishment really effective? Nowhere ever has capital punishment been helpful in preventing rape. If it had, why would there still be so much crime? Such a law of capital punishment requires a very strict and complicated set of guidelines for implementation, which is bound to get hard for prosecution to follow, leading to inaccuracies in judgment. What are the other reasons for rapists getting away after committing such a crime? We come across many cases in which families try to protect the perpetrators to save the family name and honor. Sometimes these accusations are not even taken seriously when mentioned. As far as reformation is considered, I don't think that there can be a reformation of rapists.
However, when we talk about things, we cannot forget that there might be another way to look at things. On observing, it was noted that throughout India, many false rape cases have been registered these days. In one of the cases, 24-year-old Pavan Gupta had ended his relationship with a girl who later on accused him of rape, when anything that happened between them was purely consensual. A few months back, the Supreme Court ruled that rape cannot be invoked in cases of consensual sex even after the relationship ends and the man declines to marry the woman for whatever reason. In this case, the truth did come out, but the life of Pavan Gupta was never the same again, and in many such cases, the truth never comes out. There is a need to heavily punish the criminals that are actually involved in rape cases and not those innocent people who might be accused. What we need to do is make sure that the justice to men and women who have actually suffered is provided in order to make our country a better place to live in. For this, a better and a stricter judicial system is required.
I consider both of your thoughts, but as we live in India, we know it lies under the category of most rape cases registered. Rape is the fourth most common crime against women in India. According to 2019 annual report of the National Crime Records Bureau, 32,033 rape cases were registered across the country, or an average of 88 cases daily, slightly lower than 2018 when 91 cases were registered daily. And what's the punishment for them? Jail. That's it. In 2013, punishment for rape was just 7 years imprisonment. But with the introduction of anti-rape law in 2013, punishment for rape is extended to life imprisonment and even death sentences. Conviction rate for rape is very low in India, even after the Nirbhaya incident. It took 7 years to judicial system to hang 4 gang rape convicts. This is because of many loopholes in India judiciary system. Another reason is that Indian judiciary stance is that no innocent person should be punished. There are many cases where innocent persons are suffering in prisons for crimes they have not committed, and the real criminals are escaping the judicial system.
Justice system is still imperfect. There are many cases where innocent persons are suffering in prison for the crime they have not committed, and the real criminals are escaping the judicial system. In this situation, we cannot outright torture the accused. However, if the accused is the real culprit, he or she deserves harsher punishment. Rapists are non-reformable in general. They are not people with empathy or any human compassion. Murderers can more likely be reformed than rapists. As we are living in a civilized society, laws and intellectuals do not agree for barbaric punishment. The logic behind arguing for the death sentence for perpetrators of rape is that crime they committed is equivalent to death. So imposing life sentence can serve the purpose of protecting society from dangerous criminals. Indian judicial system need to be improved because there are many loopholes in it. They should ensure that the culprit are given harsher punishment and innocent ones are not punished, as there are many false complaints as well. System need to be quick as well and not keep delaying it, as it is a serious issue. The punishment should be something which scares the criminal to not do such obnoxious things. We need to create a climate where victims feel they can come forward and that they'll be heard.
Rape is one of the most appalling things that one human being can do to another, and yet is no other crime about which our society is so ambivalent. That must change.